Our new CBS News poll out this morning shows that Americans do have hope and optimism about the coming months. A record high 64% of those surveyed think efforts to contain the coronavirus are going well. The majority gives President Biden credit for how things are going, with over 2/3 saying he's doing a good job of handling both the outbreak and vaccine distribution. We go now to Elections and Surveys Director Anthony Salvanto for insight. Good morning to you, Anthony. What is driving these numbers?
Good morning, Margaret. There's two key drivers behind this optimism: economic outlook and vaccine outlook, and they're linked. Let me start by talking about the economy. First, because people think that the outbreak is going to get better over the coming months, that's 63% who think so. That means for them, they can go out and start doing more of the things that they want to do: gathering with family and friends, traveling, going to restaurants and bars more, even shopping. So that's pent-up demand, that's spending. That could fuel the economy. And so that, in turn, boosts optimism about businesses reopening safely, about the job market in their area, the stock market, they tell us, as well as overall optimism about the national economy. So it's as people are looking forward to doing more of those things, maybe spending more money, that could fuel that economic optimism, Margaret.
Anthony, President Biden will be out on the trail talking up this $2 trillion relief package he just signed. This was really passed just on a party line vote. I'm wondering what you're seeing in terms of public perception of it.
Right. That bill is extremely popular. It has been all throughout, 74% approval. Now, one interesting thing, Margaret, is you don't get those big approval numbers without, across the board, at least some support from all partisan corners. So Democrats overwhelmingly in favor. Republicans, even half of them, even though, as you mentioned, it did pass on that party line vote in Congress, and independents in favor as well. Now, why is that? First of all, it hits their pocketbook. People tell us that they think this bill is going to help them personally. That's always important, as well as, of course, the national economy. There's another component to this, too, in that they think it is going to help working class and lower income people, who, of course, tell us they've been so hard hit by the pandemic, even more so than the wealthy, always associated with high approval numbers for something like that coming out of Washington, Margaret.
Popularity explains why the president's going to be on the trail, taking credit for it, of course, Anthony. But I wonder, how persuasive is he in convincing people to actually be willing to take the vaccine?
Well, this is that second key component, Margaret. We are seeing the trend line in willingness to get the vaccine going up. It's been going up over recent months and weeks. So you've got a majority now saying, if they haven't gotten it already, that yes, they will get it. But there are still some who are hesitant, some on the fence with maybe, and some outright no. And one of the key things we're seeing here, Margaret, is that that is related to partisanship. You've got Democrats saying that they'll get it. You've got most independents, but there is that more reluctance relatively among Republicans, and in particular, younger Republicans under 65. So as they become eligible to get the vaccine, we're really going to have to watch whether they change their minds on it. We ask them why they're still hesitant. They say, well, it's still untested. Well, they're worried about the side effects. Some don't trust the government or don't trust the science on it. So that's something we really want to watch, even though I should add, we also asked, and a majority of Americans give the Trump administration at least some credit for spurring that vaccine development. And here's where it all ties back to the economy, too. When people say, when are they going to feel comfortable venturing out, going out, spending more, it's when most in their community are vaccinated and when cases get even more rare. So it's that hesitancy we're going to have to watch to see if then that economic outlook comes together, Margaret.
So goes the virus, so goes the economy. Thank you very much, Anthony Salvanto.